Medicated whispers, chronic aches dissolve, anxiety shattered, the riddles solved. Craft moves like poetry, problems evolve. Therapy in motion, no need to involve. Turning wood to gold, creation don't pause. Grumpy in the zone without applause. Life in them sawdust clouds, it's raw. The tools sing a chorus, no open flaws. Workshop dreams where the pain takes flight. Aliens in the mist dancing through the night. Eyes red rim, but the soul feels light. Join the fellowship, the tribe ignites. Grains align like secrets that harden slow. Epoxy streams like rivers in a steady flow. Medicated bliss where the time moves low. Crafted chaos to the flame we grow.
Oh, we got it that done. All right. Towels washing. Hey, good morning, Tim. Hey, good morning, PK. We hope. Oh, it's 70 degrees in the shop, but it's chilly. I don't understand that. Sorry about that, y'all. Again, procrastinated on waking up, kept pushing that snooze button on the alarms. Like, hey, I gotta get up. Hey, Sherberry, good morning. That's the crazy part about it is I'll have 5 or 6 alarms set so I do wake up because I'll keep snoozing myself through them, and then I'll finally wake up one time like, oh, wait a minute, I have to get up. That's why they keep going off. Oh. That's the thing about those them hippie candies is they help me sleep at night, that's for sure. Because I'll take a bunch of them things through the day and it's like they almost start stacking up on me and I don't really feel them, but let me tell you, I sleep good when I've had a few of them throughout the day. I'm in Florida. All right, PK. I hope everything works out for you throughout your day and it is just straight awesome, sir. Oh. Almost feel like I need to put my hoodie on. I'm gonna put my hoodie on. I hope everything went okay with Crazy. I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking about that. Oh, went to bed thinking about it, woke up thinking about it. Yeah, it's 69, not 69, 50. Where is it at? Got my numbers backwards. Ongoing high surf advisory. 59 feels like 56, humidity 60%. So that humidity being 60% and it being 59 is what's got it a little chilly. It's just in the garage. I guess I'm holding on to a little bit of the heat from yesterday because it's got me at 70 out here. Ohio. That was one of the, I don't know what part of Ohio, but when I was a baby, Mom told me that they had traveled up to Ohio when I was about a year old and I had an airplane flight then and played in the snow, I guess some. But that flight and then until my granddaughter was born was the only time I'd ever flew. Hey Keith, come on in. Oh goodness, I guess I need to start painting. That dang thing ain't gonna paint itself over there. I painted on a little bit in whose live was I painting on it? I think Wowie's live yesterday afternoon. I was painting a little bit. I'm doing. I can't say I'm doing good, but I'm doing. I'm trying to stay in good mind, but yeah, the X is hard on my brain. Hard on my brain she is. So yeah, it probably won't be long, Grumpy. It'll be acting stupid. Oh man, yo. We gonna paint. Kept wanting to do a whole bunch of stuff yesterday, and I'd start to do it, and I'd just sit here and kind of become frozen and just sit here. Wasn't even doom scrolling. I guess I was doom scrolling in my brain. I don't know.
Turn the
She come through yesterday and dropped off the vehicle and everything. And in the process of doing that, we filed our, come on, Harry. We filed our divorce, uncontested. I don't know how to word it. It's the paperwork for an uncontested divorce. We've agreed on everything, signed our papers. Well, we have to turn that in to the courthouse. Then it's up to 90 days to get a hearing. And then the hearing could take up to 6 months, is what I'm finding out. And that's just for this damn divorce. And so there was an appeal paper that she had to fill out and turn in, and it was to try to bypass the whole hearing altogether. You know, it's all uncontested. We've agreed to everything. And so with her handing me that paperwork about the same time she showed up with the truck, it was hard. It was hard. She's all excited. She's going to Party City to go party with her sister. You know, I say party. I don't know what she's doing. But I know it's crushing my old crazy heart. And I don't know how to get my head out of it and disassociate and disconnect. That's what I need. I need to disassociate and disconnect, but I don't want to hate her doing so. And that seems like the direction it's going.
Aliens chanting around the carving table. Grumpy's art is anything but stable. Wood spirits groaning, questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife.
And that's just what it feels like I'm doing. It feels like I'm building up a bunch of resentment and attitude and stuff, and that's not going to work out. They're not going to be able to remain civil and socialize amongst one another with them types of attitudes. So I was just piss on it.
Aliens chanting around the carving table. Grumpy's art is anything but stable. Wood spirits groaning,
I don't know.
life. This is what
Do you know? I don't know.
sing strife.
Oh, I wish I knew.
Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan.
Damn, G.I. Joe's right. No one's half the battle. And I don't know, so I've lost the battle.
Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aylin's chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shaving scatter like cosmic dust.
Who's gonna watch that new He-Man movie when it comes out? Speaking of silly old cartoons from back in the day, that's one of them. All right, mosquito. It's that time of year, huh? I hate that. Go. It's that time of year, dadgo mosquitoes is gonna start popping up here and there. I get me some repellent to put it something to put around my doors to keep them things from coming in.
This guy should not be left alone. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out ahead. Wood spirits
Little joker's quick.
Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
What quick enough that time? Sorry about that.
Crooked, but his heart's in tune.
Don't need no mosquito sitting on my old bald head biting me. I wouldn't feel it, then I get an itchy spot on my head. That don't work out, y'all. I had the power, is what he said when he lifted up his sword. He hollered, I had the power. That was old He-Man. Oh. Seeing the way they do it with the trailers, though, they're trying to make it modern because the way they're doing that, you know, giving it the real look to it or whatever. It's not how the cartoon was, and that kind of aggravates me, as they didn't stay kind of like just stick true to the straight up fairy tale mystical part of the cartoon or whatever. They tried to make it like he got took away and zapped into modern time or something, but I don't know. Other than that, I want to watch it. I want to see how they do it. Hey, Alan. Morning, sir. So yeah, she's staying about 4 days, 5 days in New Orleans with her sister. And no, she's not staying that long, but she's staying a couple days in New Orleans with her sister. And it bothers me. It shouldn't, but it does. I mean, I don't know, it's stupid, but it is what it is. Don't sit well with me. Grumpy's epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens land instant. Still feel we're married. And that husband part of me says, why are you going out there? That's just a party town. You know, ain't nothing but trouble. I don't know. LaidBak carvings, vibrations ignite in the lab, mixing colors, pure delight. Like and subscribe, join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride. Y'all hear some tiki 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 going in the background. I got my washer going early this morning. It's all pre-planned. Workshops. I don't know how loud it is. I know it'll come in when I try to do voiceovers. I don't know if it's picking up through the live as much. Join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide. Oh, Pat, are you doing a live this morning, sir? Give me an idea if I need to pay attention to my babbling or not. Yesterday was an off morning for me, because it wasn't long after I ended my live. She showed up, and it was a mess, because then I was just, I was a mess. Okay, cool deal. They come to a point like that, Tim. Believe it or not, let's see, one of my concentrate devices mechanical mods to burn my concentrates for the medical. One of the cleaning cotton, or some of the snot, let me get it out. I can't get it out right. It's all trying to come out at one time. I had a little mechanical handheld device that I could put my concentrates for my medical stuff in and then burn it, you know, like a vaporizer. And then when you were done, you took and wiped it all out, and it came with some pointed Q-tips. And so when I first got that, I bought me a box of pointed Q-tips off the computer just to help keep it clean. And I rarely use them for the vape thing. I use them more for my crafting and stuff.
Workshop therapy, chronic pain, good night.
What's that? Is that another mosquito? No. Get out of here, little fly bug. He wants to be YouTube famous and he's gonna be squished.
Some aliens miss. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pain's a ghost, anxieties dismissed. Light to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss. Shavings fall like dreams cut from the grave.
But they help out. They work. And I had a bad day on my slingshots. I broke 2 bands back to back, brand new bands back to back the other day. Put them on there, I didn't get 4 shots a piece off of them probably, and the band snapped on me.
Of fate.
Hey, Radar, morning, sir. I need to get my funds set up to where I can afford to buy some stuff again, and I need to talk to Knuckles. I want to get Knuckles to see if he can make me a slingshot with a forward push that this slingshot has, and then the clips on there to where I don't have to wrap the bands. I can just clip them and be done just fast.
Grumpy, spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, crafting.
Because that's what messes with me on my slingshot is I'll get it tied and get my bands finally adjusted right to where it's shooting good, and then my bands break. Pow! And I'm like, oh. And then by the time I get the next band adjusted, because I'll have to, just the way the slingshot's made, it's hard for me to tie it the exact same way every time. And so I'll have to tie it, shoot it a few times, and oh, nope, I need to adjust this one and retie this side and then retie it and then finally get it to where it's shooting good. I gotta tinker with it a little bit, which is good because it keeps me having to, keeps me busy with my hands, I guess. They say busy hands is your mind don't get as idle.
Workshop, whisper secrets only hands know. Therapy in motion, the vibe slow glow. Tools clicking ticking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, Grumpy's out playing away. Red beams of light, spaceship vibes cross, smoke trails led home, no
My
details
mind don't
lost.
get idle, but when I'm not doing something, there's a few channels that have a little extra time that need to be busy. Best way I can say it.
Chronic pain's a ghost, anxiety's dismissed. Like to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss. Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate.
Yo. Nice, nice. Heck yeah. That's what I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to move some stuff around out here and upgrade just a little bit. I'll be about the only positive, well, it's not positive, it's just exciting thing about my different situation. Hell, I don't know. It's the only thing I can see good out of the damn divorce.
Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned.
And then that ain't good because we're gonna have to see how that works. Because that's the stupid thing about it. You watch, I'll end up getting all the crap and then won't use it for a minute. Oh, why does she got a hold of me like this, yo? Why? Straight got a hold of me. I hate is nothing about it.
Time's a roulette wheel, Grumpy calls the spins. Precision of a surgeon, where craft begins. Wood chips dance like confetti on the floor.
Check washer done already.
Every twist
Hey.
holds a little more. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress, exhaled sins.
I need to put my glasses on. Where's my glasses?
Machines as it begins. Turn the world into grooves. We twist and divide. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend. That's the inside joke. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress, exhaled sins. The therapy
No, it's not done. I hear it filling up now.
begins. Turn the world into grooves. We twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend. That's the inside joke.
Oh, that's too dark, yo.
Crafted cures where the resin drips. Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy, glow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul. Shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll. Hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol. Roach clips bonded, stories to unfold. Therapy's the wood grain, the blades our guide. Healing and creation, it's where we reside. Pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide. Through the haze we thrive, let fear subside. Medication rolled, tighter than the bass drum. Creativity sparks, where the darkness comes. Shadows in the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos, until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Crafted cures where the resin drips. Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy, glow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul. Shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll. Hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol. Roach clips bonded, stories to unfold. Therapy's the wood grain, the blades our guide. Healing and creation, it's where we reside. Pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide. Through the haze we thrive, let fears subside. Medication rolled tighter than the bass drum. Creativity sparks where the darkness comes. Shadows in the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air. Floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal, no pill compares. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare.
There you go.
Carving tales to numb the pain. Each clip speaks where words don't flow. Healing scars they'll never
They work.
out of my head I find
They keep their shape a little bit. They're not like your traditional Q-tips to where they're kind of soft and stuff. They have a little more of a stiffness, but they do soften up after a minute if you're using a lot of pressure and getting them wet, like in paint or something. But I feel they might be, I don't know, I haven't used them enough, but I feel they might be helpful on doing the mica when you're painting your molds with your mica powders and stuff before you put your resin and stuff in them. I think it might help on some of that. But I don't know. Hey, good morning, Scotty. Man, them some pretty ladies too. I love watching those videos. I just sit here and it's like, I'm so jealous. Hey, good morning, Mr. Johnny. I messed with my green thumb when I was younger, way younger, you know, but I wasn't able to give them the love they needed. As I said, I don't play with that mess right now because we can't, but gracious, as soon as I can. I cannot wait. Got 25 plants. Oh, nice. Right, that's just awesome right there. Yeah, because I don't think there at the moment there's no technicality on transporting seeds. See, they can't do nothing to you for seeds. You know, they have to be able to process it and test it and get a THC reading out of it first. I think that's how the legalities work. But, yeah. When I was younger, I had a box built out here. Like, I ain't kidding, I tried. I never stayed at it 100% because my paranoias would get to me and I would just turn the light off or I would pull them up. But I had me a nice little box built that was probably about 4 foot tall, about 3.5 foot wide and probably about 4 foot long. You know, and I had that set up, had me a little light set up in there and junk like that and was playing. But like I said, I never let nothing go to flower. My paranoia would kick me in the butt. I'd get them about 1 foot tall, looking pretty, bushing out, getting some color to the leaves, and I'm like, ah. Then my paranoia would kick in and I just wouldn't turn the light back on. Right, there you go. I just wish they'd get their head out their butts and at least let medical patients grow a couple. That would be a nice start. That was always my hopes, is at least let us have 6 apiece, 6. That would be decent. Nice. What you prefer, the autos, or do you prefer putting them through the cycle? I hear you get more, I guess, off of the ones you let go through cycle versus auto. Oh yeah, it's one I do all my roach clips and stuff, and I set up Planet 13 medical dispensary here in Florida. The 13th of every month, they let local vendors set up in front of their shop and sell their goods and stuff, and they don't charge no commission fee or no setup fees or nothing. And so I have a bunch of roach clips, bunch of wood carvings that I sell, and then I'll have a bunch of these little psychedelic wood carvings, wood burning boards is what I call them. I'll put a little sawtooth hanger on the back where they can hang up, And then anything I got with color, it's all black light reactive. So yeah, I goof around. Faster buzz, but photo gets you more. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. But see, that's the thing though. I guess with the photos, if you got you one that you know you love, tried and true, I guess you maybe stick with that so you can get you a good harvest off of that one. But then say, you know, if you're playing and want to experiment with the different strands, then I guess the autos would do good because then you can work through them quicker. If you're limited to how much you can do at a time. All right. Heck yeah. Oh man. Now, how would they legalities on that? Would they consider like a outhouse? Not outhouse shit. I don't know why I said outhouse. Like a greenhouse? Would they consider a greenhouse like outdoors? You know, if you had a greenhouse that was built secure, you know, it's not no plastic sheeting or not no tarp, but you know, a good solid, you know, you got the thick, you know, greenhouse walls that are hard, you know. Greenhouse is okay if it's locked up, okay. Because you could put the clear panels and stuff across the top and then the top half of the walls, and you would have you could do it natural light setting. My brain has spun 100 different directions on how I could build and what I could build if they were to actually say, okay, yeah, you can do it. Because I've self-medicated damn near my whole life. I've been smoking since my teens, you know, and I've constantly wanted to grow my own. Just, I am one paranoid individual, so no, I've never been able to full-fledged get with it. Yeah. Well, I can understand that. My dad, he did the home grow when you wasn't supposed to, and that was the only issue he had was, you know, once kids found out about it, you know, it was trying to keep the kids off of it because neighborhood kids would come in there and snatch it up thinking they got them something before the damn stuff was even budded. I'm in Florida. I'm up in northwest Florida, closer to Mobile and Alabama, going that direction of Florida. I'm up in the point. I'm not down in the bottom. So yeah, I do. I guess roach clips. If you go back into my videos and go past all my lives, go to my, I guess, the beginnings. Well, right now the beginnings is full of a bunch of stickers and mail calls. I haven't been producing as many long forms as I used to. Head trips. I'm going through a divorce. The shit started in December, so it's got me all wonky. I'm just trying to get my groove going again. Right, there you go. So that was hard here. I could never let loose and go with it because, you know, I kept all my stuff under let's see, my daughter's 30. I've smoked her whole life, and she didn't even know I smoked until she was out of her teens and moved out, pretty much. You know, it's crazy. But yeah.
Craft wild carvings, man, they take flight. In a zone, no phone, just resin delight. Therapy ain't a couch, it's chisels and light. Grumpy's batshit crazy.
I kept it hidden from the kids. You know, now I got the grandkids running back and forth and stuff. So yeah, I couldn't have anything going inside. And then the smell, you know, I'd have to definitely be set up with some filters because that smell once she starts flowering up. I don't know. To me, I know that smell, you know, so I would think it would be an issue, but I guess it might not be.
Grumpy's batshit crazy, meds in a haze, roll tight medication floating out of space.
But Florida got their head up their butt, and old DeSantis can't figure out how he wants to make his money off of it. So until they figure that part out, I guess it's gonna stay a no-no. Cause yeah, that's one thing now in the situations I'm in now. Like I said, I'm going through a divorce. It's a civil divorce, but in the end, it's my ex-wife's gonna be my landlord. And so, yeah, I don't know how that will play, and I dang sure know I wouldn't be able to be doing nothing I ain't supposed to be doing up in here. Not once that plays out. That'd be her way of getting me the hell out of here.
Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, it's mad appeal.
Yeah, she's just trying to keep the kids liking her. Is the only reason I got a house to live in still. Other than that, she'd have probably fucking made us split everything down the middle and left me on my butt. And she didn't want the kids to hate her, so she's worked it out to where I can stay in the house. That's, I think, the only thing that kept it civil. Hey, Matthew. Morning, sir. When I was younger, I tried to do a few setups outside here and there, but I guess trying to do crap like that with your buddies, too many people start finding out about it, and then next thing you know, people's there. Or people, you'd be surprised how many people's in the woods, and somebody's gonna watch you go straight to your spot, and then you come back and, you know, it's gone. I've had that happen to me a few times when we were younger.
Chisel all the worries thin, carving out contentment from its struggles den.
But that would be like so much therapy and good for people, for people that can't work, can't do a whole lot, just sit around, mope and medicate. You let them grow their own stuff. That gives them a little something to do. Gives them something to look forward to. They're playing in the dirt, and that's proven to be therapeutic in its own. You know, I don't know. They just need to let people do what they want to do. It's a flipping plant that don't hurt nobody.
Roach clips shining, made with care. Each one glowing, nestled there. Community, we stand as one. Underneath the carving sun. Carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight.
Only thing it hurts is my wallet when I'm out of money and can't go buy no more.
Stay out of my head, they say, but in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than the pain.
Heck yeah.
Carves a path that's joy ordained.
Ooh, snot, old path. I wish we could be planting some sure enough good good crops. I've been feeding and then not having to go to the store. That's sure enough good crops, but I would like to be able to grow my medicine.
Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow.
Heck yeah, that's cool. GavinSnake.com. Same. Awesome. Yeah, there was, when I first started watching YouTube, there was a guy in South Florida. I can't remember his name, but he had a YouTube site and he would show what he was growing and he would drive around his property. I don't know if it was property they were working on or if it was something close to where he was living, but he would drive around on all the back road sand trails and stuff and then do his videos. And then he would be on a boat for a while. And so I guess he had his crops on land and was staying on this boat on the water. Which I don't blame him, because he was putting himself all out there. And I'm like, that's not legal in Florida and you putting it all over YouTube. You is brave. But I can't remember the channel for nothing. Hey, good morning, Pumpkin. That's me. I guess I done so much stupid stuff when I was little that my paranoia kicks in now. You know, it didn't bother me as much when I was younger. I guess I didn't have that self-preservation switch turned on and didn't quite care. I growed up now and it's like, oh, can't be doing that. Hey, Derek. Morning, sir. See, I don't know how to... Purple, that's the only thing about purple and black light is purple it goes black. You know, it sucks up that light. It don't reflect that light. But it looks good. I mean, even with a hard hitting UV light, it sucks that light up. That is cool about that pigment. I saw an ad, somebody selling a pigment for a long time the blackest black. Only one artist in the world could use it. He had rights to it and all that, and some other young up and coming artist created the pinkest pink and then made the blackest black and his version of it. And he literally will paint something and it damn near disappears in a black room. You know, it can have all kind of texture and stuff to it. You paint it and it looks flat. You can't see any of the texture or nothing. They shine a laser across the board and it's hitting the regular board just as bright as it could be, and then it hits that black spot. You can barely see the laser dot. You know, it just sucks up that light. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know, it fascinates me. The little things.
found. Grumpy laid back, therapy he's found. Patterns and spirals, designed so tight. Chainsaw humming, late into the night. In the cutting groove, so resin free.
Yeah, if I could afford it, I would have already upped and would jump to a state that would let me have my green thumb.
Designed so tight. Chainsaw humming,
I can't afford to up and move.
in the cotton groove, so resin free. Grumpy's wooden world, where he be. He laid spinning stories, past in the shavings, feeling the texture, mind engravings, each groove a heartbeat, every nick speaks. Grumpy laid back, carving PC seats, roach clips and more, winning fantasies, therapeutic dreams flow with ease, crafting cool creations on two hands. Grumpy's therapy, never underhanded, whittling his worries, chisel in hand, lighten up the stove.
Yep, I want my green thumb and I want a nug smasher. Yep, that's what I want. And then I would be a happy camper.
Grumpy laid back, sitting in the shed, scuffling with the wood piece in his head. Roach clips cracked and each one's a gem. Workshop therapy, curve problem stem. Whittling his worries, chisel in hand. Lighting up the stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound. Grumpy laid back, therapy's found. Patterns and spirals, designed so tight. Chainsaw humming late into the night. In the cutting groove, so resin free. Grumpy's wooden world where he be. Blade spinning stories, past in the shavings, feeling the texture, mind engravings. Each groove a heartbeat, every nick speaks. Grumpy laid back, carving PC seats, roach clips and more, wooden fantasies. Therapeutic dreams flow with ease, crafting cool creations on two hands. Grumpy's therapy, never underhanded, whittling his worries, chisel in hand. Lighting up the stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound. Grumpy laid back, therapy's found.
Oh man.
Merch clips and more wooden fantasies. Therapeutic dreams flow with ease. Crafting cool creations on two hands. Grumpy's therapy, never underhanded. Whittling his worries, chisel in hand. Lighting up the stogie, grains like sand. Grumpy laid back.
Holding this little bitty paintbrush, my holding it so damn tight. My damn hands trying to cramp up on me already. It's just one of those mornings. Sometimes my hands ain't too bad first thing when I wake up. Sometimes they feels like I've already been up all day. That's how my grip and stuff with my hands hits me is later in the day. It's dang sure worse versus when I first wake up. And then when I first wake up, I guess if I've had a good night where I tossed and turned a lot, I can tell because I'll be a little more sore in my back, and then my neck's already got my hands tingly for the morning. I guess like if I wake up and they feel like they're asleep already, that's like right now. I can't. Them three fingers coming up that side, up through my elbow, up to my shoulder. I can't feel it. Gotta love it though. Need to mix up some epoxy today. I gotta go through my dust collector hose and get one of my inserts. One of my inserts is almost at my dust collector bucket, but it won't quite go uphill and go into the bucket, which is a good thing because that thing is a hard chunk. I don't want it to. That dust collector's an acrylic plastic. It's different than my other one. I don't want it to bust a hole in it or nothing. I gotta do that, and I gotta finish that video. All right, Mr. Johnny, you have a good day at work, sir. I hope it goes by for you fast. Be safe.
Roach clips glowing, fingertips control. Therapy the mission, fire feeds the soul. Ink in the wood grain, carving out whole. Lost in creation, feeling fully whole. Epoxy drips clean, locks the vibe in time. Therapy eternal, sculpted line by line. Pain fades silent, buzzed up the climb. Aliens tracking thoughts, feeling so divine. Aliens in the smoke, they whisper truth. Medication rolled tight, sparking the roots. Chronic pain a ghost, fades in the booth. Creating our escape, these forms be proof. Grumpy's craft cuts through that evil haze. Shoving demons aside, calling brighter days. Therapeutic fiction, set the
Figure out
world
how I wanna do
ablaze.
this.
Creation keeps healing, we
I don't
move through
know.
the maze.
Grumpy's got a sharp hand, steady as fate. Epoxy flowing deep, creation's ornate. Lighter cases sharp, roach clips out of sight. Glow brighter in the dark than a meteorite. Therapy and carving, steady hands, no slack. Each cut a reflection of dreams fighting back. Grumpy's batshit crazy, yet the vibe's polite. Medication rolled tighter than a poet's insight. Aliens watching.
Somebody snap off at me. Do I need my coloring book in my helmet? I'm gonna tell them no. Ray Ray says JoJo's allowed to use paintbrushes now. That's how it goes. It's crazy when people pick on people because they want to do stuff to release their stress and crap like that.
Grumpy carving galaxies, push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges, lights a strobe light glow. Hands cramp steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy.
All right, Pumpkin, you go have a good day. Thank you.
Drop that subscribe, catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
Take no more color, does it? Some glue or something right there. That don't matter. All right, now I need to figure. How do I want to do this?
Shapes in the shadows where the carvings
Hey, thank you. I still gotta figure out that little plate at the top, trim right there, and with that, I might just make this one dark, and then just maybe go with a black, and then black out the windows, or it's not black, but I'll take my wood burner or something and shade that in maybe. Yeah, no, the purple, that's the cool thing. Well, it's cool and it's not cool, but yeah, it's the way the purple works. It sucks the color in. It breaks it up a little bit though. Like if I didn't have the burn outline right there, if I was just to have drawn that and then was painting it, then I would have probably took the purple and outlined everything in the purple, you know, to where it would break it apart, you know. I don't know. That's one thing that throws me with my eyes and the way I do see some colors sometimes. Matching and all has never been my forte when it comes in that part of fashion. And my wife would cringe because I'd get my daughter dressed for school or something and the colors just didn't match, you know. So my color play, I guess my color plays never worked well. I don't know. But that's what boogers me up when I go to do something. It's like, is that gonna look good? Are those colors gonna play well together? You know. So that's the worst part about it when it comes for me to coloring something or painting something. But yeah, it works out though. And then it's psychedelic, so I mean, might look a little off looking at it now, but then it's just when it all starts to glow, and then that makes it look better. And then that orange, it looks orange, but then I don't know. Yesterday it was having a green look to me when it glows, but now that I have a green to go against, I can see it's orange. And that's how my eyes work. Let's say they're just crazy. Hey, good morning, Shelly. That's how, yeah. Because that straight looked green when it was glowing yesterday, but it doesn't today. Or maybe it was just because it had to dry better too. I don't know. Exercises, you gotta breathe in and let them expand and let it out. Ooh. I wish I could do that with those emotions, right? Breathe in, let them kick me around a little bit, and then let them out. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, that's just part of Grumpy Show.
Dust rise, workshop, alive, Dremel humming. Late spin, thoughts clearing while I'm drumming. Hand steady, chiseling souls from the grain. Wood spirits born, banish all the pain. Roach clips gleam, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Call the pain away, dust therapy delight. In the shop late, working through the night. Every cut heals.
We're gonna see how this works. It's probably not gonna work, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Grumpy's pace, laid back vibes. Whittling woes down, pain subsides. Tools whisper secrets, old as time. In the grain, I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore. Hands know the dance, always wanting more. Therapeutic rhythm, every single cut. Chronic pain fighting, but I stay in the rut. Dust fills the lungs, yet clears the mind.
That's somebody I haven't seen in a minute on YouTube is Ramses. I wonder how he's doing. He might be in Miss Daisy's channel. I haven't hung out in Miss Daisy's channel in a minute.
Roach clips gleamed, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Carve the pain away.
I got in her evening live the other night for a little while.
Every scrape mends. Woodcraft therapy, that's how life bends. Grumpy's pace, laid back vibes. Whittling woes down, pain subsides.
A little more paint right there, but there's too much paint on my
In the
paintbrush.
grain, I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore. Hands know the dance, always wanting more. Therapeutic rhythm, every single cut. Chronic pain fighting, but I stay in the
It's hard to keep up and follow everybody's lives anymore. There's so many channels out there, so many people with some awesome stuff going on.
wood spirits
Just don't have enough screens and enough time.
in this workshop. I'm a healed man.
That's like how Pumpkin was saying the other day in hers. She's got a couple of devices going at one time. She has a few tablets over here playing people's channels, a few tablets here, you know.
Out in the shop where the saw
Logs in on her TV and will watch some YouTube. She supports a lot of channels and helps people get some hours and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Grumpy's magic, it's a chill kind of show. Medication rolled up tight tonight. Art from the soul under workshop light.
It was neat. She was talking about she'll dim has the page open playing, but it'll turn around and dim the screen so it don't eat the batteries as bad, and then so people don't see the stuff sitting around. She said she didn't want it to be like a magnet and attract people to porch pirates or something. So her porch is enclosed, but you know, you don't want to put a bunch of bait out there, right? Hey Jack, how you doing, sir? Hey, let's turn some light out. See what we got. Go. Ba-dum. There we go. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with some yellow and orange. I might. I don't know how I want to do this. I don't know if I want to darken out the windows or if I want to put some light in the windows. Probably just go ahead and put some yellow in the windows too. But I'm gonna put like a blue, yeah, because if I put yellow in the windows, that's gonna be, well, not yellow and orange is specifically different. I was thinking blue or orange for the little trim piece in between the purple right there, and then yellow in the windows. And then that'll be it on color. I just need to go through, let it dry, and clean up all my burn lines and then burn the whole piece and then clear it. Yes, sir, I'm good. Not as good as it can get though, right? Hey, CC, good morning, sir.
Each groove whispers tales untold. Epoxy shines pure and uncontrolled.
You know, at first, Jack, I thought you had one of those gimbals set up where the camera followed you, because the way you were working, the way the missus was working with camera on you, she was doing good. It looked like one of those gimbals that was kind of rotating, following you while you was walking around in the shop doing your work until it, you know, hit the completely different side.
Grumpy's at the lace.
Lurk mode activated. There you go.
Epoxy dreams gleam in the fluorescent light. Workshop therapy, wood
But that's what you could get for when you're out there working in the shop to make you some little videos. And it is hard to set the camera up following you and all, but you put it off at that corner and just have it lock on you, and then as you're doing your thing right there, it tracks you. That would be neat. That is a small spot, yo. Oh, where's my paper towel? Got to put some on and then take some off. Oh, my belly's telling me, feed me. I ate a bunch of candy yesterday and then a little old dinky. Hey, good morning, Mark. A little dinky microwave meal for dinner. And that didn't work out too good. The belly needs some food.
Whittle down the stress, anxieties dissipate. Lathe hum whispers, sealing off the weight. Workshop altar, sacred dust in the air. Turning broken pieces.
Ate a bunch of good candy though. I went to the shop and got me some flour. And they had some soft chews on sale for like $5. I'm like, oh shit, I'll buy those and give it a shot. Edibles don't work on me. I got to do the little sublingual thing. And so I just sat there and sucked on them until they dissolved away. And they're weak as weak can be, but it did a little difference. That stuff gave me the munchies more than it did anything. But I think I'd give it a shot for $5. I don't like to spend full price on anything that's edible. Edible or tincture of no type, I never, because it's always hit and miss if I'm gonna have any effects from it. I guess I lack the enzyme, I don't know.
Keeps them alive. Medicinal haze, no pain stays the course. Roach clip crackles, fire fuels the source. Lay spin stories, whispers through the grain. Alien medics in the wood, healing every vein.
Sugar over there. Yeah, I have some clips in a consignment shop in California, but she just ain't doing. Well, I don't know how business has picked up here recently, but at one time she wasn't doing as good as she was hoping the store would do. And unfortunately, no customer has bought my clips from up in there. She's bought 2 of my products back around Christmas time, but that was it. Uh-oh, hold on a minute, y'all. Hello?
Grumpy spins the lay, spaceship hum in the air. Epoxy shining bright, colors rare, so unfair. Aliens in the mist, whispers fill the void. Roach clips, crafted art, never destroyed. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids, can't resist. Shavings hit the floor, constellations in the dust. Hand steady, future forging quiet trust. Blades slice the resin, galaxies align. Each clip a little portal bent space-time. Alien beams hit, tools start to glow. Grumpy vibing hard, feels the artisan flow. Therapy session in the sawdust hive. Workshops, church crafting keeps them alive. Medicinal haze, no pain stays the course. Roach clip crackles, fire fuels the source. Late spin stories, whispers through the grain. Alien medics in the wood, healing every vein. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids, can't resist. Can't resist, can't resist, can't resist, can't resist, can't resist, can't resist. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids, can't resist.
Sorry about that, y'all. Hey, good morning, Reverend. No, my mom just called. Evidently, my son, I crawled myself in bed last night about the time he got home. And evidently, he come home with a tore up stomach or something, sick or some crap last night or something. I don't know. But then he's on this kick. He's working at Subway now, so in the evenings, whenever he clocks out and goes home, he closes. So I guess all them cookies and stuff they put out there and prepare for the day are supposed to be trashed. They don't keep them for the next day, and he packs all that crap up, brings it home, and eating the heck out of sweets right now. And then he goes up to the Walmart and goes through and finds the cookies and cake stuff they have, and if it's on the verges of being tossed out to where it's discounted, he snatches it up. And it's like, dude, you don't need all that mess. That color, but I forgot that spot. I'll put the blue to match the blue. Good. And then my mom want to call up and act like mom to him. And do you got any Imodium AD? Do you got this? Do you got that? Heck, I don't know. I don't take any of that stuff up in there. Him and his mama was always the ones that jumped to the medicines to fix everything. No, I mean, somebody staying with you and crashing like that, I mean, that's crazy in itself. Respect issues, you know. You helping somebody out, giving them a spot or something like that, you know. You're not their daddy or nothing, but it's still, you know, it's a respect thing at that point. Hey, good morning, John. Cookies. Have you ever set your meal up like that before, John, and made a bunch of cookies? Or is that something more done with chainsaw? I don't know how those things are produced. You know, your wood cookies, it's got the live edges around them.
Make the art sing true. Medication rolled up tight tonight. Gotta get through, gotta feel just right. Like and subscribe, let the world know. Epoxy dreams make the energy glow. Medication rolled up tight tonight. Gotta get through, gotta feel just right.
Come on.
Like and subscribe.
And that blue's having a battle right there.
Epoxy dreams make the energy glow.
Oh, I did it again.
Grumpy carving under a neon sky. Shapes and colors where the resin flies. Lighter cases shining like a cosmic stream. Every edge is sharper than a midnight dream. Roach clips glowing in a UV haze. Twisting time captured in epoxy's blaze. Anxiety melts like snow in the rain. Chronic pain fades just the same. Grumpy's carving all night long. Each piece hums its own sweet song.
This guy's
Magic in the resin where the feelings grow. Welcome to the place where the
it all up
epoxy
pretty
flows.
good.
Fingers steady as the hours roll by. Every
Which is
carver's
good,
spark
but
in
I
the
just want
starry
the
sky.
brightness out
Unique
of that.
like
I don't go
whispers
through
from
the
the
pop a
devil's
little.
brew. Grumpy ain't stopping till he's carved
Yeah,
it all
dude.
through. Every swirl has a story untold. A tender glow breaking the night's cold. Come find your light, let your spirit take flight. Each piece aglow
Trying to jump up in my head. I don't mean to jump up in my head. Wish I could close that sucker off sometimes. Board that bad boy up and say, do not enter. It don't work that way, does it? Sometimes our heads just kind of drag us on up in there and say, welcome. Come hang out a little bit. Man. If y'all can shut y'all's minds off and go quiet, I envy that. Even when I'm not in my head, you know, having a bad day, I can never shut my mind off. My brain is just bing, 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 bing. It's firing on all cylinders and then some on stupid ideas, old arguments. I relive so much stuff. It's a movie constantly. It's like walking up into a super cinema and just choosing what film you want to watch at the moment. Because I got 100 of them going. I will be alone before long. Working on it at the moment. Going through the divorce. So the wife is vacating. The son is growing up. He'll be living on campus, I guess, for school next year. He's still living here this year, going to school. He had a scholarship for he had his Bright Futures Florida scholarship for college, and then he had another scholarship for small Votech school that we had, and he took that scholarship to go and get his A+ certifications, some Microsoft certifications. He got those while he was still in high school, the Microsoft stuff, but he's doing networking and cybersecurity and stuff at the Votech school to get his feet wet, I guess, and get a head start, because he's going into computer science and psychology when he goes to the college. So, I mean, he didn't straight take a whole year off. He didn't go straight into the hardcore college stuff right after high school. He's done good though, because the scholarship that he did get for the Votech class was a full scholarship for them for the year that he's doing. And then at the same time, the student advocate people had him fill out for Pell Grants, and he qualified for a Pell Grant. So he got the grant from the Votech people that paid for his schooling and testing and stuff this year on top of the Pell Grant, and so he didn't have to spend any of the Pell Grant money for his schooling, and so as long as he passes his courses, he gets to pocket that Pell Grant money. So he basically got paid to go to school this year, and he used a lot of that money to help pay for his senior trip from when he was in high school. You know, in high school they'll plan a senior trip for the senior class that year and whatnot. Well, their senior trip that they voted on was to go to Japan, and that was a costly flipping trip. That cost over $4,000 to pay for that, and he's paid 80% of that his own. We put a little bit of money into it, but he's paid for the rest of it working and all. And then he was supposed to stack his Pell Grant. I wanted him to stack his Pell Grant check up for a car. You know, I want him to have a good car, you know, so he doesn't have to keep driving my mom's car around. And then I don't have a car of my own to transport him around or nothing right now. And his mom's still going to help out, but you know, she's got stuff to do too, you know, so it's like he needs his own wheels. And that was a perfect opportunity for him to do, was to take that check from his grant this year and put all that into a car. But he chose to put a majority of it into that trip, which, I mean, I don't blame him. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but he needs those wheels, I feel. That'll let him go and get the job he wants to go, drive where he wants to drive, because he's kind of limited right now.
It's not just art, it's
But that also scares the mess out of me with him going on that trip.
with his glowing light.
Okay, my bubba's up.
In the endless flow, a laid back groove.
There's my puppies. My puppies want outside. Come on.
Where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides, carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in
Ooh,
the
I'm cotton
UV
up
light.
this morning.
Grumpy
Come on,
keeps
go.
carving all through the night.
Damn, candy's still kicking in from yesterday. and my little herbal motivation this morning too, I guess. That's got me cotton now. Hold on, y'all. Let me go check on him.
Grumpy spins the lay, sparks dance in the haze. Epoxy dreams crafted in fluorescent mazes. Workshop therapy, sawdust coated phase. Aliens peeking through interdimensional gaze. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Blade hits wood like Thor in a cycle. Epoxy drip sick, smoother than a vinyl. Grumpy got the recipe, soul's archival. Art in the mist, anti-pain revival. Aliens and shadows, tools hiss like steam. Lathe humming rhythms, it's a stoner's dream. Workshop mystic, hands craft the supreme. Epoxy holds truths tucked in the machine. Therapy's a lace spin, roaches in the clip. Grains in the finish hit, meditators trip. Fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip. Smoke signals rise in the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hint to the twisted.
That's one thing I got to do. Is go through these cabinets. There's so much junk in these cabinets. There's diarrhea, soft liquor. Well,
Therapy's a lace spin, roaches in the clip.
if he's got too bad of the belly, here's, I guess, some wannabe Imodium, anti-diarrheal, liquid soft gels. I mean, the belly's the belly. You can't help what's going on with your belly, but you can control it by all the stuff you put into it. He said he's been eating the crazy sweets. Now, I can't say nothing about it. I've been eating a bunch of sweets too, but thank you for all the sweets, though. See, that's aspirin. See, this is stuff that I don't do medicines and stuff, y'all. So it's like, I don't know what to do for him on this part, except for taking some Imodium. And that seems to be the closest thing we have to it is going to be that right there. Yeah, that's all we got today. So many spices and stuff in that spice cabinet. I don't use that mess. I don't cook with all that stuff. I don't cook that much. So I empty that bad boy out. And a bunch of junk. Just clear out, give me some cabinet space. That's what I hate. I hate opening the cabinet and then playing Jenga and stuff jump out at you. Come on. We got so much junk piled up in them cabinets, so that's what it's, you know. I don't understand the logic of that, but Sparrow, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Inside, let's go. Come on. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Go. Aw. Look at you, little guy. Go, Sparrow, go. No, I don't like. I got geckos out here, y'all, and I like my geckos. Come here. Something done attack this one. Come here. Come here. You probably ain't gonna make it, Bubba. I like my geckos. Come here. Put you over here. See if you can heal up. Give you a place to hide. Workshop therapy where the soul feels complete. Turn it, burn it, epoxy drip vibe. Grumpy in the zone, feeling alive. This the tribe's creation, a moment to confide like. You better not mess with that gecko, being a mean butt. Better not being you. Little butthead. You can sit there and listen to them geckos talk. I think it's neat. Ex-wife come out here in the garage and we have them outside all around the eaves of the house and stuff. You go out there at night and see them on the brick and stuff like that. They go after the moths and the mosquitoes and everything. They hang out, you know, along the attic eaves and stuff. I guess that's their little homes. And you can come out here in the garage in the evenings and hear little clicks and chirps almost sounding, and the wife was thinking it was mice or something. I said, no, it's geckos. And because you can sit here and find them and see them and, you know, and track the sound down and watch them bounce, you know, as they're making the little sounds and stuff like that. I don't know, I like them. They're cool. Anyway, there was a gecko on the back porch and he was tore up like a bird or something tried to get him. It was a big sized one. All right, let's see what we got here, y'all. And I'll go through and clean up the bleed over. You don't see the bleed over unless you don't see the bleed over on it until the black light hits it, though. And then I'm gonna torch the heck out of the edges. I can go do that kind of now, but I'm gonna torch the edges and then knock all that off. But that'll be, excuse me, that'll be two that I'll have ready for, let's see, when is the 13th? Saturday? No, 13th's Monday. I got a few more days. But then this one will be ready. I'll put, like I said, I'll put the sawtooth hanger on the back of it to where it can hang. I might spray one more coat to clear over this. I got one coat sprayed on it now. Hey, good morning, Camilla. Doing good. Oh, you just missed Pumpkin. Pumpkin was in here about maybe 20 minutes or so ago. But, yeah. We'll get it ready. I'll let that dry. Oh.
Carving every line like a treasure map. Sawdust whispers where the planets overlap. Workshop magic, he be touching the void. Each clip knows humanity employed. Grumpy locked in, world tuned out. Silence so heavy you could hear the grout. Crafting little galaxies, holding smokers tight. Roach clips glisten in eternal light. Hands like wizards, art ain't clone. Each piece breathing got a soul of its own. Therapy in motion, let the shavings drop. Time disappears inside Grumpy's shop.
I didn't bring the burns all the way down because I'm gonna try to torch over, and I don't know how that's even gonna play with the paint. I wasn't gonna bring paint and stain to the bottom. I was gonna leave a little void, but I got carried away. didn't leave it.
Invitations drilled in his flow. Fiery clips steady with the
Like that with the burns. That part of them anyway. Where's my torch? Is it over here? Torch. I like this little torch. I'm gonna get me one that's a little bit larger. But for my burns, oh, this one does pretty good. Escaping from editing to here. Taking a break, right? I feel you. I was supposed to edit yesterday, and to be honest with you, I opened up the software a couple of times, but I never really got no more motivation than that. Hey, good morning, Sean. How you doing this morning, buddy? Speaking of motivation, that's what I just did, was pulled out my tray. We're fixing to get at it again. We got some what do they call it? Irene is with this is a Planet 13 strand hybrid is what it says it is. I had to go back and study the terpenes in it. It was on sale, that's why I got it. That's what I tend to buy anymore these days. Waking and baking, that's it. I just wish it was baking me these days, Sean. That's the problem. What they want to say, tolerance break. That's blasphemy in my world. I'm not taking no tolerance break. We just buy something stronger. But I got nice. I got the Irene was on sale. That was a hybrid, and then they had where's the other one? Well, I got the other ones up in the cabinet still. I don't remember what the other one was. Yeah, that's me. If I buy something from the shop and it seems a little weak, I got a little concentrate here. I'll put on top of that. Boost it up a little bit. But I said, I burn 24/7 though. I use it for my chronic pain, my anxiety, my crazy, every damn thing. My coffee. It's everything. So there's not a wake and bake in this house. We wake up already baked, I guess. Been trying to get used to my Lobo, and I just can't get used to my Lobo. It's not giving me. Oh, I stay with some indica. I mean, what I got right now is the hybrid, but I ate a bunch of indica chews yesterday. I got some on sale. High Society is the other one I got. They got it labeled as an indica, but it's more of a hybrid blend, I guess. All of it these days is more of a hybrid blend. You have to pretty much watch those terpenes in there. My opinion, the stuff in the shop, buy a sativa and it's full of indica terps. Vice versa. Sit your daydream. Nice. What you got to do, Matt, is whenever you're doing that, when you buy something, okay, if you've noticed a lot of people say, oh, it don't make sense. Terpenes don't matter. It does. You get a strand and you smoke this one strand and it's like, damn, that's nice. It gives you a nice body, does what you want it to do. And then it gives you the munchies from heck. You can smoke another strand, give you the same feelings, but you don't get the munchies. That's going to be a terpene difference, okay? And then some strands will make you a little more anxious than other strands. That's going to be a terpene difference, So you go to the shop, you get what you get, and smoke it. And if you like what you're feeling off of that, look at the report for that. Look at what terpenes are the strongest terpenes in there, and then bet if you start following those terpenes in any strand, it's going to give you the effects you want, and then some just do better than the others. I think there is a big, let's see, I'm trying to keep my words right. I think it matters on the terpenes. Some people say, oh, weed's just weed. It all gets you high. It don't work like that for me. I like to chase the terpenes, but then at the same time, I'm on a tight ass budget. So I chase what's on sale, and I try to balance out with my vapes or concentrates to keep that entourage for all the terpenes to do what they need to do. Because if I get too much true sativas, I'll get like a crackhead on payday. And get me paranoid. I'll be peekabooing out the window all day long, and I'm already got enough paranoia and anxiety. I don't need no help to it, So yeah. That's why I like to stay with the indica too, and then I'm doing with the hardcore chronic pains constantly. So yeah, they say, oh, it's gonna couch lock you. Frick, lock me to the couch. That's what I tell them, I want something that's gonna knock me down. I haven't found it yet. There you go. Yeah, you truly, it's almost, It's scientific to a degree, because I mean, everybody's body works different, you know, and them terpenes really help, and they hit different, and they affect that overall buzz or well-being, or however you want to describe it. Hey, good morning, Mr. Pink. When we first went medical here in Florida, I was doing the video games to where I was making money off my video games. I made a couple of grand in about a year off of one of my games, and that was the same time I started my medical marijuana card down here, and was able to actually have money to experiment to see which strands and stuff was working better for me. And I went through, I think once, the shop I was using at the time, the stuff I balanced down to get to the work best for me was their Super Lemon Haze. Then what was it? Banana Kush was a hybrid, and then 9 Pound Hammer for the indica. Those three balanced out, and then they had an Aliens on Moonshine, they called it. It was a 1-to-1 CBD ratio mix, and I would puff that here and there. But those worked for me for a long time. That's what I was using to medicate with when I was watching my grandson and everything, you know, because I had to medicate, but I had a baby around here, you know. I couldn't get stone stupid, you know, so I would medicate off of the sativas, you know, because those were more of an energizing terpenes and stuff in there, you know. And yeah, it balances out. You just have to tolerance break when you sleep. That's it. Oh. That's why I said I don't do a tolerance break. I just add to it to make it a little stronger. But the terpenes help. You know, I'll mix my strands up. If I'm using the same stuff for a while, I will get something different, you know, that's got a different terpene flow to it. You know, and it's not all about the numbers on the THC. Now, granted, the higher the THC number, the better for sure. But I've gotten some stuff with some low numbers, but have some crazy terpenes in there. It makes a nice difference. I might break up some, y'all. I walk away from my phone and the damn alarm goes off. All right, I'm going on the back porch to torch the edges on this real quick. But this is all educational and medical, to each their own. I'm not giving no medical advice to nobody. I need to throw that disclaimer out there, I guess. And this is all educational purposes. There you go. Some people have no issues with pharmaceuticals. You know, it don't give them no head trips or nothing. But I'm gonna promise you, it's all a poison. It's no good for your body. I mean, it might be helping you, but look at all them side effects and possible side effects that you get from all that pharmaceutical stuff. What's the medical side effects from marijuana? Good mood and munchies? A little sleepy every now and then? I mean, come on. But that's me. Like I said, everybody's got their opinions and beliefs. We can agree to disagree. You know, I'm not trying to force my beliefs on nobody. But and our bodies have an endocannabinoid system in it. We have receptors in our bodies made just to, and CBDs and CBNs and all that stuff, you know.
Big pharma and the government is the ones that's making this stuff bad.
Building a world where the soul never tires. Hands made homes for pain to depart. Stories in the wood carry a beating heart. Grumpy's groove rolls as the strength unfolds. In each carving a story ready to be told. Laid back groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clips shining secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive.
Ow, that's hot. Hey, fire torch, hot. This damn stuff got all that glue in it. That's why I gotta come outside and do this. I damn sure don't need to do this inside.
Laid back groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clips shining secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive.
Hot. Alright, let's see. A little more right here. That's what's hard, is trying to get this to look right. Ain't nothing ever gonna be right. Was it art? There's no right or wrong way. It's just if I think it looks right to my crazy eye. And I'm not done. It's not gonna be that dark. I still have to knock it down with the Scotch-Brite just a little bit to take some of that carbon off. And I still need to go over the rest of it. I haven't torched all the other yet. No, I ain't ate the Mars bar yet. There's only one Mars bar. Ah. I love Mars bar. If it's the same from when I was a kid, you know, I love Mars bar. But no, I haven't ate that one yet. I'm a weirdo. I'm still sitting on that one. The only one I think I haven't tried, the O. Henrys. I haven't gotten into those yet, but I like those. But I remember them. I've had them here before. But the little Mr. Bigs, I like those the most. They kind of remind me of the 100 grand candy bars that we got around here. Just that nougat or whatever in the center of it. It's just the consistency of that thing is weird. Not a bad weird, it's just different. I guess that's why I like it. Alright, now I need to I'm fixing to walk back out onto the porch, so we might break up on my microphone again, but I'm gonna take this Scotch-Brite and buzz over these edges real fast to knock all that off. Then I'll be done with that part of this. Won't take a second. I can stand right here at the back door and do it. I just don't want to knock all that carbon all over my burn box or my carbon box right now. I don't want to turn the dust collector on. It's safe. I worry about this, even though it's just splitting up. Don't worry. I'm jealous as jealous can be at the moment as well. But I'm still learning. It's just a small. I should say not my problem no more, but I can't turn that off though. Let's turn that off. It's like, I guess every time I see her, she's just more and more beautiful. I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing my whole burn to the whole rest of it right now. Y'all can't see me doing that. I gotta do that. I can't do that under camera. I just need more room. It's just the way I'll do it. That one just takes practice and experience, and you gotta be moving. You might get dark spots in it, but I've torched over the whole thing. I'm just constantly, I don't keep the heat in one spot too long, but I'm wanting it in there to char and color it. And so it's like you gotta watch it and just keep moving. No, sir, I don't do too much cologne anymore. I used to love wearing polo, the green polo, and then right before I quit buying the colognes for me, I was into the polo blue. I don't remember the fragrances, I just remember the bottle colors. I was a kid, polo was the scent that I had to have. We would go to the mall, and that would be the first thing we would do is the teenagers would hit the department sections that had the clothing and the perfumes and stuff and go to the tester bottles and spray up with the colognes. we would dang sure attack that polo. And then like I said, they started coming in, this was years ago, but they'd come out with the polo blue, and I started getting the polo blue. It was mainly because my dad was wearing polo too, and he would do the green, and so I wanted my own distinct smell, I guess. Cologne money, that's it. It wasn't cheap. I think the closest to cologne I have now is some damn Axe body spray. I like what was it, the Dark Temptation? I like that smell on the Axe spray. That's about the cheapest. Well, there you go, y'all. I just got to do a coat of clear coat to it now, I guess. Well, shit, Sean, I'm gonna have to be smelling good for the ladies, I guess, if I want to go find me a new lady, huh? That's in the cards now, huh? Who's gonna want a broken old grumpy though? Ain't nobody gonna want no broken grumpy. So I guess I don't have to worry about it. I like to smell good though. That's one thing. How Wowie was talking about in his lives last night. When he goes somewhere, he likes to be clean and this and that. I'm the same way. You know, I'll take a couple of showers when summertime kicks off. You know, I'll wake up in the mornings before I go anywhere, before I leave the house. I like to take a shower. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just to wash the sleep off of me or something, I would say. You know, and then if I'm doing anything, if I get hot and sweaty, I don't like to go out into the stores and be all hot and sweaty or something. So I'm gonna take a shower and change or something then. You know, yeah, I'm hard on the shower. Some of them colognes just grab hold of you, and them smells are strong. Yeah, we'll see. We didn't get no free samples. We would just grab the tester bottle off the counter and spray down with it real good, and then head out. Feel refreshed. There you go. Feel refreshed and feel clean. I'll get a grungy feel to myself sometimes, and it's just I can't shake it. You know, I gotta do something to get that. You know, just to feel better. And hell, I want to take a flipping good soak in a hot bath, but I can't. I'm a little too big to get in a bathtub. I got long ass. I get in a bathtub and sit in the bathtub. My feet is touching one end of the tub and my back steadily against the other end, and I want to soak up to my neck. You know, I can't. I need a big old garden tub to have a good soak. Humidity up there. We're at 60% humidity today, Sean. This morning we were. That's the bad thing about the heat, is that humidity. You walk outside, it takes your flipping breath away. Florida is bad about that.
Grumpy's hand steady, blade knows the grain. Epoxy roach clips curing pain. Insane. Medication tight, wrapped in cosmic delight. Aliens red-eyed, tripping through the night.
That's why I'd like to put me a little hot tub room off the back of the house. Screen in the back porch and put a hot tub on out there. That would be nice. There we go. Yeah, we're still at 60% humidity. Feels like 58 degrees, 60% humidity. It's gonna warm up. We're supposed to be 77 today. Betty White. Ooh! Betty White was feisty now. She keep me in line. There you go. I need somebody. There you go. Grumpy needs a sugar mama that'll keep me in control. That can do my social media. Just let me sit out here, carve. I'll do my videos and everything. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, but I need somebody to take me to the next level and just keep me in line. That's what I needed my wife to do. I needed my wife to jump out here and jump on board with me with this stuff so bad. But she hates this part of my life. That's the bad thing about it. She despises the 420 aspect side of me. And I even threw that up when she first said she wanted a divorce. I told her I'd quit. I'd go back to taking medicines or something. I would do whatever I had to do. But it wasn't an option.
She used work as an excuse, saying work would fire her if she came to any of the events or something when I first got invited to do an event, because when that first happened, she hadn't even thrown up the idea of the divorce yet, because that was in October. And she said, oh no, she'd get fired, this, that, this. She's medically allowed to go to that shop. She is listed on my state ID as a caregiver for me, which gives her the right to go to that shop and pick up my medicine. She could go up in there straight by herself and order whatever I want and pick it up and buy it and bring it to me like she would have an ID card for it or something, you know. But is she gonna say her work would fire her? Man, that would be a lawsuit, right? Yeah, it's just excuses, I guess. All right, y'all, I'm fixing to carry this out, clear coat it. I think it's done. There's a little bit of burn color in there that distresses it. Then I burnt the edges all the way around it as well to give it a little bit. And then don't look bad. A little cleanup right there. Or I just leave it alone. I do a little cleanup right there. I had a little diamond bit on my Dremel whenever I buzzed over that right there, and I tried to use as light as touch as I possibly could so I don't dig into the wood. I just want to scratch that top surface off that had that paint. That's why when you do little spots like that, you need to let it dry, because you try to do that while it's wet, it's just going to keep soaking down on you. You'll clean that top layer off, but you're opening it up for it to sink deeper. So just let it dry completely and then come back. And when it's like that, little spots, you can use a little sand eraser and get that, or some real light, real fine grit sandpaper and clean up areas like that if it bothers you. Some people don't even care. But me, I see it, so it bothers me.
Under starlight, whispers hum. Alien smile, the carvings come. Laid back dreams in cedar's grain. Grumpy's carving.
And I'm just gonna put a good coat of that, soak it down with that real good. It'll soak that up on the first coat for sure. And it's humid out here, so that's gonna humid and cool, so that's gonna make it slow down on drying. Gotta love that, right? I cannot do this stuff inside though. There's no way. I don't know how Jordy does it. I know when he does it, but man, that stuff lingers and carries. That's like I'm closing my door real quick for the garage so it don't go in the house as bad. That's why I'm breaking up, so I'll be right back.
Aliens cheer behind the veil. In his carvings, dreams prevail.
See, I got a little bit. I hope that soaks in. I got too much on the corner. It got thick.
From the moon's face, carving out demons, every line leaves a trace. Lighter cases sparkle
I'm not gonna sand anything, so if it's got runs, it's got runs.
Grumpy's mind twists, that shit insane. Therapy with the blade slicing through pain.
All right, yo.
Whisper, yo, this vibe's just right.
Oh.
Mad light, they beam up your night. Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild. Wood grain, bleeding stories so beguiled. Medication roll, but ain't for the sickness. It's for the cosmos and infinite thickness. Energy
I just go to the floor. I didn't need you to.
spaceships hover over backyard gardens. Subscribe to the madness, channeling stars. Grumpy's world unravels, Jupiter and Mars. Therapy in the etch, every carve's event. Truth in the art, dollars only supplement. Glowing bright, the pieces echo lives unseen. Aliens sipping espresso in a carved canteen. Grumpy's mind twists, batshit insane. Therapy with the blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that light, they beam up your night.
We got boogers on that board. I don't know what that is, carbon or something. What board is that for? This board's got them blue color strips or whatever going off in it.
Bleeding stories so beguiled. Medication
That
roll,
might
but ain't
work
for the
out
sickness. It's for the cosmos and
like that,
infinite
though.
thickness. Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild.
Play with it like that.
Stories so beguiled. Medication roll, but ain't for the sickness. It's for the
Center it up in there. That'd make a nice
Grumpy's
board.
shit insane. Therapy with the blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo,
It's gonna be fun getting that image on there though, that's for sure.
beam up your night.
It's about centered up. A little more. Yeah, we'll do it like that. About right there. Hey, Mark, that had done you okay right there, though. That might not have been a bad accident, unless the stuff just doesn't do you right, and you've tried it before in the past. But you know, that stuff can do wonders for your stomach sometimes too. Like if your stomach's really upset and just not, you know, I've done that. I would go out there and have a couple little puffs, settles my gut down a little sometimes, and it's a miraculous plant, I tell you.
Work the wood like magic, break the chains of ache. Smoke my medication every breath we take.
Wouldn't hurt you, you know.
Very bright, laid back, carving, shining in the mellow night. Dust settles slow, cloud my thoughts in song. Every carve a whisper, no need to withdraw. Grumpy's hands of wisdom, shaping tales so profound. In the grains of maple, serenity found.
Oh goodness, what's up with your laptop? What's wrong? Is the trolls bothering you? Is that why you was having a bad day yesterday, or is it just home life getting in the way? I'm sorry, I don't mean to intrude. Uh-oh, let me see what Wilbur wants. Huh? Yes. I'm sorry, I had to process. I heard what you were saying, but it wasn't processing for some reason. It took a minute or two. I'm sorry. That's the closest to medicine that I've found in the counter, what's on the stove. Right? Well, I looked to see if we had any of the other stuff that Mom would normally get, and I didn't see anything up in the cabinet. I hate that. I was looking dead at him and he said the same thing and he repeated the same words, but it took a second for my brain to put all that into play. Right. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't mind tasting on some wines here and there. I'd have to be careful and taste on it. I don't want to get drunk on it. Now, I want my little tracer things for this. Let me see if I can find them real quick without making a bigger mess. I need more light over here on the computer side of my room. That's not my image there. Now that image, I straight got that off of Google. I didn't draw that, unfortunately. I wish I would have drew that, but no, that's not me. I'm just borrowing that image and putting it on a board. Gonna make it my own. We'll add some stuff or leave some stuff out of it when we do it. And I disclaim that too when I'm out at the event selling stuff. If somebody looks at something and likes something, I'll tell them real quick if it's my artwork or if it was an image that I borrowed. Because I don't want somebody to see something. Oh, can you do this for me? And then, oh no, wait a minute. I didn't draw that. No, hold on, people. Hold on. Slow your roll. Yeah, last time I used them. I know I didn't put them nowhere because I was using.
Energy flows where that resin hardens. Spaceships hover over backyard gardens. Subscribe to the madness, channeling stars. Grumpy's world unravels, Jupiter and Mars. Therapy in the edge, every card's event. Truth in the art, dollars only supplement. Glowing bright, the pieces echo lives unseen. Alien sipping espresso in a
I'll sell them what I did do and whatnot. Oh, y'all.
They're somewhere out of the norm because I've gone through all my stuff and I can't find them. I just do it with a pencil or a pen.
Grumpy's mind twist, batshit insane. Therapy with a blade slicing through pain. Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that like
Wow.
beam up your night.
It was a pack of tools that were about the size of a dowel, skinny, like 3/8 dowel rod or something. And then they had little metal coming out of each end and had a ball on each end of the metal. And the balls were different sizes, like a ballpoint pen or something. And I used those and would get the certain size ball and would use that as a pen or something and trace over because it's rounded, so it smoothly flows over everything instead of getting jagged wanting to catch and whatnot. And I have a pack of those somewhere. It's like 4 or 5 of them in the package, and like I said, it's double-ended. And I don't know where it's at. Huh.
Emotions released. Each design reflects a state of mind. Artistry in every grain you'll find. Slices of life embedded in each groove. Epoxy, rivers in a timeless groove. Shapes and forms and synchronicity. Crafting for peace, no fancy complicity. Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe.
Trying to hide in my cup.
Create and thrive.
Huh. This set up to where I can tape this to where it don't move.
Grumpy's workshop, a soulful retreat. Wood and epoxy, where hearts beat. Subscribe, watch, feel the vibe. Join the journey, create and
It's a
thrive.
peekaboo room. Straight there to where it don't rock and shift, and then I got the corner to where I can lift up to make sure I haven't left anything off if I'm covering it in. Or all right, Camilla, you have a good morning or a good day. Hope everything goes smooth.
Chips flying, sawdust in the
And say back to the editing. That's what you were doing, I remember now.
epoxy dripping color.
I gotta get into that today myself. I have to get this video edited. It's my long form, one of my long forms for Strong Ink. They wanted an unboxing and 3 long forms. So I got them an unboxing and 1 long form so far. I need to do them 2 more. I said I got that pen that we turned into live. That was a Strong Ink pen, and I got to go back and edit that down, and then put some put their links and all that stuff in the video and whatnot. But that's what I have to figure out is I'm using that DaVinci, so I have to figure out how to add my text on top of it and all that stuff again like I did in the old editor. And this is not priority. I'm just trying to get some of these done before Saturday.
want those little tools so bad. No idea what it is.
Workshop, a soulful retreat, wood and epoxy, where hearts
That bothers me.
subscribe, watch, feel the vibe, join the journey, create and thrive.
That's why I gotta get all my junk done. Get all my junk cleaned up out here. Spring cleaning, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Started flipping bonfire out in the backyard. Don't even look at it. Just pitch the stuff into the fire. That's what I do. I will get so frustrated with my mess. And when it's time to purge, I'll pull the garbage cans up to the back door and just start throwing stuff away. And it's like 3 months later, I'm looking for something and I'm like, yeah, I bet I threw that away. All right, Share Bear, you have a great day. Thank you for hanging out.
In the land of creation, everything feels right. Carving through the chaos, steady hands and grit. Epoxy dreams born in the glow of the lit. Shapes take form with a story to share. Find your light, it's waiting right there. Grumpy's laid back.
But yeah, I get squirrely like that. But then it's like I try to hoard everything. You know, I think I can use everything, and I do. I'll repurpose stuff into so much, you know. But then it's like I hang on to that item to repurpose it for something, and then it's taking up space, and then it's like, ooh, well, this is kind of like that. That'll work too. And then it's like I collected a few of them, and it's like I don't need any of that. You know, so then I have to get rid of stuff, and then some of the stuff I purge is stuff that I used to do when I was younger, like going through that tote the other day with all that vape stuff in there. You know, that tote became a tote when I purged. Whenever I was doing my vape stuff, I couldn't bring myself to tossing that stuff out anymore or nothing. So it's like, all right, well, I'll pack it all up right here. I might use it again, or I might know somebody that's gonna use it, and so I put it up, you know. And I've done that with so much stuff, and then now it's time to go through all that stuff, get rid of it, because it will give me more room for my life now. I guess what it is it's my life packed up. Stages of my life packed up, and I don't want to get rid of them because it's like throwing away part of myself. I don't know how to explain it. The therapist can't help me.
Grumpy on the lathe, turning roach clips exquisite. Spin killing time, therapy in every digit. Aliens hover, mist thick like a foggy scroll. Eyes red, my meds in control, soul on patrol.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic
We're gonna start at the top and work our way down. I'm gonna get just the shape. I'm not gonna put the bumps or nothing in there, none of the texture. Now, this is me. The stars, not the big stars. Hold on, where's me? These are me. We'll make it more of our own.
Aliens whisper saying human skills divine. Grumpy replies, crafting keeps my mind aligned. Lathe hum lyrics, beats from the shop. Every turn's a chapter, can't ever stop.
This image is a couple of images. I've gotten the main crystal and the mushroom off the computer as one image, and then I turned around and added some drizzle to it. I've added some floral to it and got that into another image. And the original image had, I don't know if it had the bigger stars. I can't remember if it had the big stars or the cross stars in it, but it didn't have them both. I don't remember. It's been a few years since I put it all together on this one though, but I know it's not 100% me. Shh, not.
tapping and drawing on it. I forgot I got that carbon paper there. But no, it's not 100% me. I do know that. Not this one. The mushroom houses and all that was me.
Grumpy on the lathe, turning roach clips, exquisite. Spin killing time, therapy in every digit. Aliens hover mystic like a foggy scroll. Eyes read my meds in control, soul on patrol. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. Shavings hit the floor, glitter like cosmic dust. Meditation in rotation, tools earning trust. Anxiety's a thief, but here it's unarmed. Grumpy's grind got the chaos disarmed. Aliens whisper saying human skills divine. Grumpy replies, crafting keeps my mind aligned. Let hum lyrics, beats from the shop. Every turn's a chapter, can't ever stop. Epoxy fumes like a nebula's embrace. Building tiny legacies in the smallest space. Each roach clips a trophy, a win on display. Grumpy's got galaxies spinning every day. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. Vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
Hey, Dan, good morning.
Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I have to have a reference. It's hard for me to do anything without a reference or anything because of the way my head, I can't focus on the image long enough to put it on the paper. When I look at it in my brain, it's like I see a mushroom and then I'll go to put some detail down and then it's like I'm focusing on what I'm doing here. And so I go to look back in my brain and that mushroom's over here, or it's pointed different, or it's this, or it's that. I don't know how to explain it. I can't keep that same image in my head. You know, it's hard to explain. I don't know. I don't know if anybody can, you know, but that's just me. That's my struggles. I guess, how can I put it? Sometimes I can get that vibration just right. Everything will slow down and line up and everything fires and works together. But other than that, it's flipping Ray and JoJo up there arguing over who's using what color next. I don't know how to say it. Oh yeah, replicating stuff. Oh my goodness. When it comes to replicating something, that's a struggle for me in itself too. I can't. I've tried. I'll have a piece that I do. That's like these houses and my little boards that I've done the past couple of mornings. I've done them 100 times. No, not 100 times. I've gotten 3 or 4 easy of each board, and each time they come out different, you know, different colors, a little different lines. I'll change the window up, or I'll change the way I do the boards or something. You know, it never comes out the same.
Grumpy's got the hands of a time lost legend.
carvings out of nightmares, dreams too
That's okay, buddy. You got to do what you got to do. I appreciate you coming through, though.
grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carving from dusk until morn.
Let's see, we should have all this one up to here. Should just be the crystals and the floral. I gotta add some of that. I'm gonna add some of this over here on this side too this time. So I said I changed these up a lot because I don't want nothing to be the same. I'll probably leave that crystal out, extend it on down right here with the lines. Ooh, we'll have to change. We'll have to change that angle. We'll bring that angle down this away.
Artifacts born from a mind's evergreen. Finger stain red, green smoke in the night. Tools dance in his grip, giving
All right, boss man, you be safe. You have a good day out there. Keep them young and safe.
every line tight. The cosmos carved small, still shining bright.
That's what we're gonna do that, because this base is part of that. That's just laying on there. So
Waves roll slow, mad genius in the craft. Watch it all.
stay with the trip.
Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carving.
Give me a straight edge. I need a straight edge, y'all.
Dedication roll, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in
Those
light.
crystals are straight, right? And then go from there and bring that line down straight through here. All right, that should fix that. We'll leave that one out. Put that one in there, I think. I think I did, I don't remember. Somewhere in there. Over that one. I got all of it. And that line don't go because that's part of that crystal that we're leaving out. Boogered that one.
Epoxy drips, slow riverbeds in the resin. Grumpy's got the hands of a time-lost legend. Carvings out of nightmares, dreams too sinister. Got the glow brighter than a lunar minister. Grumpy laid back, but my
that.
batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn.
Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hits
All right, boss man, you have a good day. Be safe out there.
clips, caught stars, pocket universe snug. Spark aliens in the wood. You'll pass me that mug. Crazy like a comet, he carves truths unseen.
It says time to get some work done. Yes, sir. Grumpy don't get no work done. Grumpy just babbles all day. I get my kind of work done, I guess I can say. I ain't done no true hard labor in a long time. I miss it to a degree. I can't lie. There's nothing more satisfying than getting out there busting your butt doing something and then sitting back and looking at your results and like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I miss that feeling.
Lighter cases, burning messages unwrapped. Grumpy, the artisan, his muse stay tapped. Epoxy oceans ripple, waves roll slow. Mad genius in the craft, watch it all just glow. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light. Grumpy laid back, but my batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication rolled, aliens lurking out of
We
sight.
might not even
Thumbs up,
put
hit
the
subscribe,
floral
keep his
in that
craft in
one.
the
How about
light.
that? I think we leave it out of that one. It needs to be, it's not in there all the way. It needs to come in there. That needs to play out. Have a stem come through here. I'm not going to put it there. Leave it off of this one. Figure something out on the next one. Hey, good morning, Renee.
Finger stained red, green smoke in the night. Tools dance in his grip, giving madness flight. Therapy in every grain, every line tight. The cosmos carved small, still shining bright.
It's time to redo this image again altogether. Get a new template to go off of. So we'll do after this. This will be the last time we use it for the birds. Just a rough icky on there, but it's on there. That's the one we had. Oh, there we'll put this one. No, not the camera. Put that back up there. That on. That off. I think I'll check on that board that's outside. If it looks a little dry, I'm gonna spray another light coat over it, or it might be okay. Gotta look at it. Cause you just spray it on there, that clear coat on them burn boards, and it'll look like it's all puddled up, like it's gonna run. And that wood will soak that stuff up, and then you don't have any runs on it when it's done. It eats it up pretty good. Yeah. Get inside, show y'all real quick. It's got a couple of extra shiny spots where it did puddle up thick, and what I'll do is I'll put another coat on it, and that should balance that out. But there we go. It's
got that clear coat smell to it, but not super strong. But it darkens up just a touch when that clear coat hits it too, so that helps make some of those, because if you can see a little bit of that distressing burn where I burn the torch over all of it, but not a direct burn like the edges. I guess that's why I burn the edges, to give it that direct burn, so the little accents, I don't know how to explain it. That's just my style, I guess, is what I like to do. But then boom. I like it, come out nice. I need something here. It's missing, it's just that space. I want something. I want to fill up that real estate, I guess. Not in this image, not in this piece, but maybe in the future. But this is my art. That's something I did draw. And then this was the one that we did. And this is my art. I drew this one as well. But then no, what was it? I think Mark said something about that looking like a UFO in there. And so that gives me inspiration to draw on a new piece and using that design like that, and even that coloration and stuff to be the bottom of it, but then have the, you know, a light coming out instead of it being a stem. Oh, I about dropped that. Goodness. Catch it, Grumpy, catch it. Crescent moon, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Or a yeah, moon. Oh, there you go. Could have a full moon kicking off, kind of like a sun in some of your old school pictures. How you cut the corner, make that the sun coming down. You could cut the corner and make a moon in there with some clouds kicking through it, and then the cloud cutting behind the, you know, have the cloud roll and fade off behind it, and then maybe pick up, because I can take this image and put it on a bigger board and move it over and have more real estate on each side and all that, you know, or I could even shrink it down a little bit. That's the fun part about it, is the original picture that I drew. Was it this one or the other one? One of these, I think it's the other one. Yeah, the other one, the original picture is a little bit bigger than what I have on the board. I had to shrink it down with my scanner and all. But yeah, I want to spray one more coat of clear on this, and then this will be done. Epoxy resin shining bright under the light. Aliens in the shadows grinning through the night. Medication smoky, mind floating real high. Crafting with the cosmos under aliens. It's windy out there too. You got all them pollen pods floating everywhere. Oh, Grumpy needs a spray booth. I can make one of those out of some PVC pipe and some fittings and some damn bisqueen. That's the cool part about that. I didn't even do it. Make a little. I do that from a little, I need to do it from a blueberry bush. I need to put my blueberry bush in the ground this year. And I'm afraid with our crazy winters, I think it's big enough it'll survive. It survived this winter in the pot and I didn't bring it inside. So it might be okay. Ooh, let me put my glasses inside, y'all. When you spray clear coat and stuff like that, I don't know how y'all do, but I gotta put my glasses away. I've done got so much overspray on them. Trying to get the edges. There you go. It should do good. It's not gonna soak in as much as it did the first time, so got to be careful with the puddles, or it will be runs this go around. All right, it was breaking up on me a minute ago. I was saying with my glasses, I don't know how y'all do it, but I have to put my glasses down before I go out there and spray. Because I'll end up getting, I'm not used to wearing glasses and keeping myself, you know, upwind or downwind from the spray. Oh, yeah. Yeah, change it out, make it a nighttime scene or a daytime scene. That's the cool part about it. That's like a good, just a basic prop or stencil for the forefront or whatever. However you want to talk it, if you want to get artsy, as they would say. But yeah, that would look good. You add that in there and then add any kind of background or whatnot you might want to it.
Roach clips shining galaxies in the glaze. Handcrafted dreams floating in UV rays. No meditations missed when creativity's alive.
Definitely got to clean that image up though. This is all supposed to come to points, not slopes and be curved. It's a crystal. Want them sharp edges on there. And they need to line up. The point, they're not lining up no more. That point should be over here. So I said it's about the last time I used that image. The way, I mean, I'll keep the image, but that specific reference, I need to clean it up and get a new one. That's what I'm trying to say. This is that new one that we added. I have to be able to kind of see it for it to work out for me when I'm burning, so I can keep my flow. If I'm doing something and all of a sudden it's like, ooh, it don't make sense when I'm looking at it, it messes with my whole flow of when I'm doing something. So that's what I'm trying to clean up with the scribble and stuff that we got going on here. There's a lot of little bitty details in these with the crystals, I guess. And it's just with crystals in my brain, with crystals and details and lines need to be straight and sharp. I don't overthinking it. It's just fantasy art, right? And when I go to burning this one, I am putting my mask on this time, I do believe. I felt kind of most of the morning after burning the other day, and I think it was some of this damn glue that I was inhaling. I don't need to be huffing no glue. Oh, and I say, wear your PPE, ladies and gentlemen. Might not start burning on it right now. It's almost 9 o'clock. I got one I need to finish, y'all. I can't, I don't know what I want to do on it to finish it. Where's it at? Where did I put it? I come across it just the other day. Never mind. It's back in the corner and I'm not digging through there. I gotta stretch over some boxes to reach it. It's that alien one that I was doing. I got so far on that one and it stopped. Oh, that chair bums me out, yo. I wasted some money on that thing. I don't like wasting money. And that was a waste of money.
In the workshop where the sawdust flies, Grumpy's carving dreams under painted skies.
You know, when that come out all crazy, that was supposed to be and I don't know what it sounded like, but when I start doing my little spring cleaning gig out here, that might put me out of commission for a day or two on my videos, on my lives, because it's gonna be a disaster once I start. I gotta drag so much stuff and spread so much stuff around to find a new home to get stuff relocated and everything. I'm gonna have to strip everything out. And I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to physically stay on top of doing that, you know? Here's some of the stuff that I didn't want to reach for. I reached for it anyway. Yeah, I did that for the wife. That was an image I did for her at one time. I think I did it for her. I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna do with that stuff. I don't know if she's kept that stuff I made for her or if she's throwed it away. I bet she just throwed it away. I bet she threw that shit away with a smile on her face. Oh man, makes me sad. Anyway, that's not my image though. That was a YouTube image, and then that's a YouTube image that I would burn that for a friend of mine. And I didn't burn that solid with the textures. I did it like I did my other textures. When I shaded, I did tiny little lines, almost like fur, and shaded the whole thing in like that. It was pretty cool. I did it for him for a Christmas gift. This is the other one that I want to do. I haven't done this one yet. I got to add it's supposed to be like I guess like a sun ray or something back here. I don't remember the image, but I gotta find it and add to it. Or take all that out of it and have just the hands holding the cross.
Each groove a story etched in the grain. Each twist and turn melting the pain. Epoxy gleaming like starlit streams.
And a lot of this stuff else is just reference pictures that I had stacked up. I'm trying to see if that's got my Planet 13 on working it. We did that. That's us.
Now the 13's a stencil, that little quarter moon and the number, that's their logo, but I did the little crazy astronaut thing to it. Here we go. That's the one I need to finish. I just don't know how I want to do that one yet. I kind of got stuck on that one. It was just this, and then I added a little bitty planet kind of thing, like he's peekabooing over the moon or the planet or something. Gotta finish that up. Don't know if we'll get that one done for this go around, but it is one I need to keep out so I can stay focused on it. And then this was, I don't know if I showed y'all this, with that Lichtenberg burn, when I said you can do kind of a pattern, like take the solution and draw something and then just move your leads. Because it's not gonna be able to put one lead here and one lead there and just burn all through where the solution's at. It'll cook the board before it does, so you have to kind of walk them around it. But that was a heart that I tried to do. So I just took that solution and kind of painted a little wet spot, you know, like a heart shaped. And then I'd put my leads here, burn, move them, burn, move them, you know, work my way around it. And I tried to do a little peace sign like that. I need bigger material and then a bigger burner to work it around like that. Hey, Special, how you doing this morning? Hey, Bill, good morning, sir. But if I start playing like that, then that's, I mean, it's not playing, that's just too dangerous to play. But if I start working like that, I'm gonna have, that's when I do my spring cleaning out here, I'm gonna need a camera set up like Old Path and Caleb and Professor Rusty's got going on. That little boom above you that you can kind of spin around. Because I want a camera like that I can just have an overshot of me doing my stuff from a different angle, and then I want a camera dead at that workstation pointing down. Woo, big girl. All right, you belly feeling better? Nope. Well, I mean, if you got to stay home, you got to stay home. I mean, they're not gonna penalize you on your. Well, I mean, take that. That's not gonna hurt you, I don't think.
It's not gonna hurt me, but what I'm saying is it's not working.
Well, go on the way to the school. Stop.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to Dollar Tree.
Okay.
On the way and getting new.
Okay. All right, buddy. Well, have a good morning. And again, if your belly starts messing with you, come home, dude. You're a flipping perfect student. It's not like you've missed tons of days. You got days you can miss, and it's not gonna interfere with your grant. All right, love you too, buddy. Dollar General, you gotta love Dollar General. Them things is on every corner. Come on. Come on, let's go outside. Come on, outside. I'll feed you in a second. Come on, I know you're hungry. That's one thing I do like about my boy. He got good ethics when it come to going to school. He wanted that perfect attendance award. He didn't want to miss no days. It didn't matter if he was sick or not. And then he didn't want to fall behind. He was always in advanced classes and like the dual enrollment classes and stuff. So if he missed a day, he felt like he missed weeks. I love him for that. He damn sure got a good ethic.
Not like his daddy. His daddy felt like he knowed it all and didn't need to go to school. Was it, what do I need to go to school for? I know this. That was my problem. If I didn't understand it right away, if it didn't click for me right away, I had a struggle of comprehending it. And if the teachers didn't see that in me and didn't work with me to help me get it, then I fell way behind. And then once I started falling behind, then it's like, okay, time to become the class clown, because I damn sure didn't know what I was doing in there. And then certain aspects of math, it's like, well, what do I need to know this for? What am I going to ever use this for? Like fractions. It's like fractions was my nightmare in school. Fractions and decimals, right? And it's like, I don't need to know this. I'm never going to have to worry about nothing like that. And then I go into construction and stuff, building houses and being a cut man and stuff like that. Hey, you got to know fractions and stuff to read that tape measure and do your cuts. It's a mess. Potential spam. They're gonna say they're in my banking account and then I got a fraud alert. We're just gonna hang up on them. Come on. Inside.
Shapes take form as stories bloom. Wooden dreams fill the room. Crafting together dispels the gloom. Creativity bursts, no need to assume. Carving joy, it's what we share. Feeling like
That's funny. I've been having them people, the spam caller trying to tell me that they're from the fraud department from my financial institution. And check it out now. They called and the number that come up on my caller ID was the toll-free number on the back of my daggum card that my bank, you know, that I would have to call my bank. You know, the spammers spoofed that number and were calling me from a robocall, making it look like that number. And they're like, we're from the fraud department from your bank. And I laugh because it's like my ex-wife works at the bank that's attached to my account. So if there's anything wrong with my accounts, we're going to know before they have a time to even call us, you know. But they're like, and I said, I know this is not my bank. They said, check your caller ID. What makes you say we're not your bank? And they were being argumentative with me about it. And I was like, well, first, my bank's not going to argue with me. And two, they know how to pronounce my name. And three, if you are my bank, give me the last four of my social, my date of birth, and my account number. And they hung up on me.
carvings are born with each slash and groove. Worries ain't torn. Let the blade guide you. No need to rush. Creativity blooms like a painter's brush. Smoke flows easy. Anxieties fade. Roach clips in hand. Troubles cascade. With spirits dancing under moonlight sway. In Grumpy's laid back, nothing's astray. Subscribe.
They're getting good at the scams. You know, like I said, you look at the number and it says the bank number, and they've done twice now, trying to say that they're my bank, and they've called from two different. They've called from the main number that the bank uses, like I guess internally uses extension to extension and whatnot, and then they've called using the toll-free number that's on the back of my card. And I laugh at them every time. I said, I try not to talk to them anymore because a lot of them now are trying to record your voices and whatnot for just to spoof other people acting like they're you. You know, so I don't like talking to the spam callers even no more because of that.
Each carving tells a story, tales left untold. In our wooden realm, hearts are bold. No fuss, no rush, just take your time. Join Grumpy's crew. anxieties fade, roach clips in hand, troubles cascade, wood spirits dancing, under moonlight sway.
Why is my coffee pot unplugged?
Nothing's astray.
Oh, he was making toast. I was gonna say, coffee pot. That's a crime right there. You don't unplug the coffee maker. No, goodness gracious, we gotta have that thing running. It needs to be ready. Come on. There you go. I gotta feed my pups, y'all. The morning done flew by on me. Don't know why this morning's done moved so fast. I guess because I got up, put the clothes in the washer, starting laundry before I even turned my computer on this morning.
Medicated smoke, wisdom in the skies. Dust therapy where the mind unwinds. Wooden treasures born diamonds from the
I get like that. My brain starts to get anxious. I start overthinking and I'll start straightening up, moving stuff around. Just anything I can do to try to get busy. But it just does it. Hey, Cat, good morning. How are you doing? I got my phone in here with me, so I'm trying to look at Cat while I'm doing my doings. You about ready to start off, Alan? It's almost 9 o'clock, so. I gotta get on to cleaning that garage up too a little bit so I can try to look at finishing closing, not closing it off completely, sheetrock and doors and everything, but at least trying to get one side of the walls done to where it does at least keep some of the air in there, because I want to try to get my air conditioner in that window and see if I can cool it down out there some this summer. It gets hot out there, y'all, and I can't hang out there and do what I normally do once it starts heating up. I used to sit out there all day. Last year, I was still sitting out there, but I just wasn't really doing anything. My goofy butt would just hang out on the computer and look at what I wanted to do and just sweat my butt off. Mentally, I try to make myself go out there, I guess, because I feel like I'm still going to work and doing something. You know, so I guess in my brain, I'm still doing my old routines, because summertime, you know, I worked outside and that's what I dealt with, you know, but I can't do it no more. I guess they say it's good to sweat, so at least I was getting a good sweat in for the day. Hey, yo. I just need one of those Google Lens glasses and have it hooked up to my Wi-Fi, and we just walk around and have a video vlog all day of Grumpy doing stuff. I gotta go to the store today though. It was go to the store or do the stuff on the Walmart app and have it delivered. But I need to get used to, I guess, getting out and about, picking stuff up. Because I don't think I'm going to have access to that Walmart app and stuff, because that's going to be something I got to pay for monthly. And, you know, once all this kicks in, I want my bills to be as little as possible. So I'm not going to have all these subscription services and stuff going. I'll be downsized on all that stuff. She's got that Walmart premium stuff or whatever, to where she gets the free delivery, Paramount Plus, or not Plus, but Paramount. I don't think you get the Plus with the Walmart app, but you get free Paramount with the Walmart thing that she's got going on. And so that was her excuse to getting everything, because it bundled up and was cheaper for us or something. I don't know. But that's what she told me yesterday, because I couldn't go shopping until her check hit. Because that was funny, she was going to New Orleans for damn near a week, but there's only $40 in the bank for me to go shopping and stuff on. And I'm like, well, ooh, I need more than that, I know. So I'll have to wait. And so I had to wait for her paycheck to hit.
Shop is a mellow haze. Lady spins round.
Grumpy's got to learn to be his own person again, I guess. And I ain't been my own person. Flip. 35 years.
They've been kissed. Aliens hover in the workshop tonight. Colors swirl under the black light bright.
But yeah, that's the hard part too. She's off having her a good old time. Hurtful. It's her. I mean, yes, that's what she wanted in life. That's why she wanted a divorce, right? So I guess it's not hurtful. It's just me. I can't process it because I can't let it go. I guess if I could let it go, then it wouldn't bother me. But I didn't want a divorce, yo. So I guess it bothers me. That's all I can say. And then how can I let that go? You know, how do I learn to let that go? People are saying time, it'll get better in time. It just don't seem to be. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem much better. You know. This is gonna be hard. I don't know what to do, don't know which way to go. I don't know how to be single. I guess I say I don't know how to be single. We used to joke. It was because we've had our rough spots, so it was an ongoing joke. She even said she told me one time, she tried to play the excuse, well, I'm the loneliest married person I know. I was like, how? I said, I do anything you want to do. I sit under your butt 24/7 and you get aggravated with me to the point, you know. I said, so yeah. What did I do wrong? That's what I don't get. What the flip did I do wrong? So that messes with me in general of shit. I screwed up and lost her, so how do I act with somebody new? I don't want to do nothing in the same way. I don't want to run nobody off. And so, yeah. I have no clue what to do.
Aliens hover in the workshop tonight. Colors swirl under the black light bright. Chronic pain fades as creations rise.
What did I do wrong? How do I fix it?
For these groovy vibes.
And how's it fair to somebody else?
In the shop where Grumpy thrives,
Oh, it's just ruined me, y'all.
wood and carving lives. New year, new leaf, he's begun. All for fun. Till
Just gonna be a miserable old grump.
chisel in hand, sparks do fly. Shavings dance in a wood shop.
Getting the coffee done, finishing up my Babble. I know it's probably 9 o'clock now. Yeah, I gotta get shut down out the old path. Let me get out your way, buddy.
Carving dreams with wooden wings, sniffing the smoke as he hums along. Together we craft this wood burning song.
Come on. Come on. Sparrow, come on.
Medicine smokes the day,
Sparrow, come on.
clearing thoughts,
Go on.
carving clay. In this space we're galaxy bound, wooden stars with every round. Burning bright, the fire sings, carving dreams with wooden wings, sniffing the smoke as he hums along. Together we craft this wood burning song. Like, subscribe, join this game. Wooden flame won't lose the name. Grumpy shop, hand in hand, crafting magic like a band.
Oh, see if this stuff's dried up, soaked in up here. Yeah, I can bring it inside. It's enough I can show it off. Show it off, and then I'll sign out. There we go, y'all. Oh, sitting in the old broke neck kitchen chair. Like a little kid sitting at the kitchen chair. But here we go. It's clear. Ooh, a little sticky feel. No, it's just tacky. No. Oh, that's just a clear coat. Started to leave it an actual sheen instead of just a slight spray. It's good to. I'll put the sawtooth hangers on there. On the back, I'll sign it, date it, and that'll be ready for this weekend. To add to Grumpy's crazy.
LaidBak's creations, keep 'em all in flight.
Hey, alright, y'all. Well, I'm gonna sign off. Get my crazy butt off of here and out of everybody's way for today. But thank you so much for hanging out. Oh goodness, just knocked myself off. But alright. Dang. Just knocked my fly swatter and stuff down, so that just threw me off. Alright, y'all. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with my craziness. I do greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody has an awesome day. Y'all go check Old Path out. He's fixing to go live as soon as I shut down. Go over there, show him some love. But y'all have an awesome day. Stay awesome. Stay laid back. And God bless everybody. Y'all have a great day.
LaidBak's creations, keep 'em all in flight. Hoodie on, focused eyes, life stress fades away. Tool in hand, creating art that's here to stay. Community built strong every single day. Grumpy's LaidBak carvings, watch the magic play.